Well, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. It is great to see all of you here. I see everybody checking in, saying hi. Who brought breakfast tacos for Friday morning? Anybody? I hope you guys are doing well. We've had a busy week, haven't we? Been stitching like crazy. It's good stuff. There's another Becky from Fort Worth. Hola. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I see somebody said that they bought the pressing tools. Let me lift this up, give this guy a little, let's see. How's my audio, you guys? Let me know. Yesterday I was listening. I always go back and check my audio, like the video afterwards and look at comments and stuff. And I was a little blown out yesterday. But I just want to make sure. Anyway, so these pressing tools from Gray Rooster on Etsy, I've got a link below in the video. And I appreciate it if you use my link versus jumping over to Etsy and going and finding him. She said they shipped within the hour. So yeah, absolutely. But I got to tell you how great this guy is. One of you, Norma, she lives in Mexico and the shipping to Mexico is crazy expensive. Well, she was going to be at an embroidery event in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and he lives in Fort Worth, and he actually delivered her pressing tools to her hotel. How nice is that? So, yeah, that's definitely, you used my link, Annette. Thank you very much. That helps buy the doggy biscuits around here, and Lord knows we need them. Yeah, he is great. He is very, very nice man. My audio is good, Betsy. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. And life's so busy. So life is busy. Yes, it is. It certainly is. Oh my goodness, guys, there's so much. Just had a pause. It could be on your end. Yeah. Oh, well, I've got let me make sure. Y'all, I dropped my laptop. Sure did. And broke the, no, I'm connected to the internet. Okay. Broke the little connector thingy where the internet actually goes into the laptop. And Dottie, you love your ruler stand. Oh, that was my son who does those. Yeah, my son makes the ruler stands. He sure does. Hi, Deb. Good morning. And hi, Pam. Oh, well, yeah, that was you with the pause. Well, we live in the boons. That kind of thing happens sometimes. Charlotte, you're in from Shirts. There's another lady here from Shirts. I think she's popping in. My Texas girls. I've already had 1 cup of coffee. I had to do one of these to get everything set up. And then I've got 2 in here. Milton, Tennessee, beautiful country. Yeah. My mother lives in Camden, about center of the state off of I-40. Oh my goodness. Change to organ needle and the stitch is beautiful. Well, good, Grace. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I use Schmetz for years and they make a really good needle for sewing, I think. But for embroidery, I'm going to stick with the organ needles. So, oh, Patty, you made it. You're out of bed. Atta girl. Early bird gets the live. Oh, that's great. Yeah. Cool in Kansas. My husband was on the phone. Oh, Donna, thank you so much. Couldn't use that is so nice. Yeah, that's great. Donna, you are a sweetheart. I appreciate that very, very much. So, oh, you guys were on Between Friends with Dime. So y'all probably don't realize this. You guys travel in packs, but you're virtual. And so just like you'll run into the same people over and over again in your local area, you know, when you're out shopping in person, you'll run into the very same people again. When you're in these virtual things, it's really funny because we all pretty much watch the same YouTube channels and we hang out in the same spots. So, Betty, I used to live in Albuquerque. I was stationed at Kirtland from 1990 to 92. Loved that area. Loved it. There are no bugs in Albuquerque. They just stop somewhere out in the desert and they don't come there. And it's wonderful. I had no bugs. It was great. Yeah. Reggie recommends the organ needles. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know, they're timed with them at the factory. So that's why. Yeah, there goes it. It is wonderful. Yeah. I'm grabbing from my cup instead of my big one. All right, Indiana in the house. Love the Halloween. So this was a free quilt along from the Fat Quarter shop. And you get the pattern for free on their blog, and then you source your own fabrics. And that's what I did. So that's got to go on the long arm. I have got the Praises quilt from Corey Yoder on the long arm. I've got to get it off. It's quilted, but I'm trying to make a video for the, what did I glue on my Alpha Biddies, Patty? I glued fusible fleece, Pellon's 987F. I just put a little dot of hot glue on the bumpy side, stuck it on there. I made the squares 7/8 by 7/8 because those are 1 by 1. So yeah, a bunch of you went to my show yesterday and joined up later on Brother So's Live. Yeah, Patty, that's what you guys do. Yeah. Can you still get the Halloween pattern? Yes, Marge, you certainly can. When we're done with the live today, I will link to it below the video, but I don't think I stitched this live. I think I talked about making each block on my Sunday lives, and it's on there. But if you don't go to the Fat Quarter shop right now, but later on, okay, because we're watching Power Tools with Thread. Yes, it is still available. It's on their blog, so it's free. Sure enough. You made your tiles with felt on both sides. Well, Lisa, then how do you know what letter's what? Oh, really? I don't get that. You'll have to text me a picture. Now, they've got some embroidery ones from Embroidery Garden. You can get those markers. Yeah. Oh, my goodness, y'all. Okay. So today we are sewing the borders for Seasonal Stitchy Stars. This is a table runner pattern from the Fat Quarter shop. And Seasonal Stitchy Stars is 7 identical blocks for all of the runners. You just change your fabrics for each season. And I'm making the fall. And so we have been stitching this whole row of blocks right up here. My little horse is standing on number 5. That's from Fab Farm. We're going to work on that. I think that we're going to do that probably coming up next. So today we are working on the borders for that. This table runner pattern is made by Lori Holt, and it's a wonderful sampler block pattern for you to practice your sample, your piecing skills. And it is a physical pattern. Obviously, I've got one in my hand, and they have kits so that yours can look exactly like theirs. On the back, they have the fabric suggestions for each season. Okay. And then if you want, it's also a downloadable pattern. There are links below the video for the kit and the pattern. You can get the hard copy version or the download version. If you get the download version, because they have suggested the fabrics, then you can source your own fabrics. All righty. So did the letters, put the felt in the back before finishing the edges. Yeah, my brain, Lisa. I I don't get it. Okay. I don't know what it's early. I cannot visualize that. Well, hi, Barbara. You're in from South Africa. Good morning. Well, good afternoon to you. Yeah, good morning. That's great. Okay, so the way I have been making this, we have, if you watch these quilting morning musings, I need a title change on that, you guys. Quilting retreat, virtual quilt retreat. I need a different title. You guys think on that and let me know, okay? So we have been sewing up the borders. The borders have, see the little dots? The little dots around the outside, okay? So that is a set of strips sewn together. And we did that yesterday. We sewed on the sashing in between the blocks and those. So did I say yes? You can get it. I'll link to it below the video immediately after I get done here. Come back and check in the description box, but it is on the Fat Quarter Shop blog. But that is precious cute, isn't it? Yeah, I love it. And you use your own fabrics. There's not a kit. Good morning, Joan. Glad you could join us. Hi, Laura. Morning mindless sewing. I do call it mindless sewing, don't I? I don't think that's a good title. Yeah. Quilting virtually, Margaret. I like that. Morning coffee retreat. Yeah, so the idea is to reach people as soon as you see the title, you know what we're doing. So morning quilt retreat, I don't know, something like that. You guys think on it and let me know, because I do go back after this publishes, and YouTube does its thing and it's out there for the replay. I do go back and look at all the comments that you make, because you guys are ding, 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 and I miss them sometimes, and I apologize for that. Coffee with Becky. Yeah, Pam, that's a cute one. Morning coffee retreat. Well, then that sounds like a coffee channel, doesn't it? But you're going to work on your charity purses. Very good. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Joan. If you're going to go to Vegas and you stop into yeah, I think what you need to do first is go to the casino and win some money in the name of fabric. Okay. So then you can take your ill-gotten gains and go over to the fabric store, go over to yeah, and get yourself some fabric. Quilts in the morning with Becky. Judy, that's great. I like that. See, you guys are thinking. I love it, because I can't think that way. All right, so we have got Judy. It was great visiting with you yesterday. Judy got in on one of my private lessons to learn how to turn paper applique patterns into quilt embroidery designs using, what's that? Oh, that's everything's beeping at me, y'all. Using Stitch Artist too. We had a really good class. Yes. All right. Quilting coffee with Becky, Connie Joe. Okay, there's that too. I like it. All right. So yesterday we sewed the sashing in between these blocks. So they've got a strip that's in between each block on these, right in the middle. All right. And then we sewed one strip set. And then after we got finished, I went ahead and sewed the other. So there are 2 strip sets here. And we need to cut these into 26 pieces. So, all right. I have got this camera set up right here. And I'm a one-man operation here, y'all. One woman. Could I host a retreat? So don't think I haven't been thinking about that, you guys. All Brands reached out to me about possibly hosting a retreat. There's a new casino that opened up in Louisiana. I don't know if it's the original LaBerge or if they did another one or whatever, but there's an RV park attached to it. And I have long told them, y'all need to set up a thing, okay, where they host this quilt retreat. And that would be fun. You know, in that way, because the idea is for you to have either bring the RV, right, and hang out in the RV park, or you can stay in the hotel, which is nice. And then while we're all stitching, our SOs, our significant others, can go do what they do, whether it's fishing in the bay or they can hit the casino or whatever. But there's something for everybody to do. So that is the idea. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you guys are like, okay, sign me up. I want to go. Absolutely. Well, see, the problem with being able to comment while we're on the live from y'all verbally is it's just and the audio just gets crazy. All right, so what we're going to do now, I need to cut these into 1-inch strips. So I've got to go to the cutting board. And so I'm going to get up, I'm going to go turn on the other camera and then come back, switch cameras and get you guys up and running. Otherwise it'll go black and we don't need that. So let me see if I can do this. All right. So you guys, I'll like 15 seconds. Hold on a second. Is it recording? All right. All right, that's good. Okay, so let's see if we get this. All right, that's working. Now, I cannot see your comments right now, y'all. So I'm going to do these one at a time. And I think the first thing I'm going to do is just, I'm going to trim up the edges quickly. Get them level. All right. One at a time is the way it's going to have to be, y'all. So I'm lining up this bottom edge right here with a line on the ruler. Lisa, do me a favor. If anything is haywire, please text me and let me know so that I can fix it. There might be double audio. All right. I need to get 13 strips out of this. It's also supposed to be a certain width. Yeah, I'm about 1/8 of an inch short. That can be remedied. Not that big of a deal. Thank you. Okay, I appreciate that. Because I wasn't sure if I was going to get double audio from the camera that's above my cutting station and the audio on. Oh no, I should be good now that I think about it. You guys, this technology stuff is so new to me. And y'all, it took me months to figure out what I was doing with multi-cameras at the same time. I watched more YouTube videos on how to do this whole multi-camera and chat with y'all live thing. I knew I wanted to do it. I knew there was a way. I spent loads of money on equipment. My husband was like, my IT equipment budget is over the top. I said, well, I reached out to professionals who do it for like churches and whatnot. I'm all, how do I get this to work? Then one day, One day, it just worked. One day it did. All right, this is bouncing around, driving me nuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need 7 more. I don't think I'm going to get 7 more. How am I going to get 13 out of this? For a total of 26. I don't know. I'm not going to get 13 out of this. Well, we'll just sew. And if I need to make more, I can. To make it all work to the right length that it says it's supposed to be. Adapt and overcome, right, y'all? You need to be right there. These things dance around, y'all. Okay. I can get one more out of here. Okay. Did we get 13? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think so. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, look at that. Hot diggity. How about that? All right. I have more confidence now with this one. I should never in a million years second guess Lori Holt. Never. She absolutely knows what she's doing. Now, I like to cut a mat on a mat because you never know when you need to swing it around and cut from the other end for whatever reason. So you can actually kind of create a little faux rotating mat if you need to. I took a Craftsy class years ago called Cut to It. And this lady had it going on, talking about how to cut these units like this. How to cut from this side versus the other side. She had a whole math thing happening, and I can't do that. So, but I got it, and I really enjoyed watching that. It was real good if you're going to be cutting, 96 of whatever's or cut 128. We've had those before, right? I look at those numbers and I'm like, oh. Now, the only reason I'm cutting one at a time is because I've got seams. If I didn't have seams, I'd be doing these 2 at the same time. These are kind of hard. When you get down to the end, they like to wobble. Where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 more. One. My ruler's falling off the edge. I need a new large mat. This mat has seen, this big white one has seen better days. I've been cutting on it now for 5 or 6 years, and it has seen better days. And I want to get one that's got my logo on it. And man, I am having a hard time sourcing that. There's a lady at the Houston show that sells them. And she said she'd put a logo on it for me, but oh, for crying out loud, y'all, I cut that one wrong. See, we had a casualty. I need to pay attention. Ooh, look at that. That's the second time with this rotary cutter I have done that. And I wonder if it's the rotary cutter. I don't know. All right, we're going back over to the main camera. Okay, awesome. So I've got my 26 strips here. Yes, a stripology ruler would be good. You're absolutely right, Margie. Diane wants to know, what helps me most? The number watching, number of likes. Do likes on old videos help? That's a good question. Yeah, so YouTube Analytics does a weird thing. It used to be number of subscribers, and then I guess somebody figured out how you could purchase subscribers, and so they don't do that anymore. So now they do it on what's called engagement analytics, and engagement is a thumb up or a comment in the chat, even if it's just good morning, it doesn't matter. That's fine. And comments below the video. So that's an engagement that tells the YouTube brain that people are interested in this video, and it doesn't matter if it's today or 3 years ago. If you're watching a video and you like it, hit the thumb up or ring the bell. That's a notification that says you want more of this content to come to you. So those are all in real people engagements. And then is average view time, average view. I can't remember what the acronym is, y'all. And how long you're watching. So do you watch 20 seconds, click off and jump to something else? Or are you watching for 20 minutes? Or are you sticking around for the whole whatever, right? So that's now what it looks at. Could be the screw is a little loose in here or in the rotary cutter. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, you guys, yeah, wave your little hand. That's great. Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, sure. Hit the thumb up on old videos, and that's great. There's a lot of different little ways to do all these things, and I learned that in my YouTube coaching class I took the other day. All right, so now we have 26 of these. Now we need to assemble 4 fabric G strips and 4 fabric D strips. So here we are. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 fabric D. Is that right? Yes. And 4 fabric G. Yeah, the pattern said to make 5 of these. And I was like, 5? We never make anything in odd numbers. It was very strange. But again, trust Lori Holt. She knows what she's doing, right? Okay. I love the binding for this kit. I love it. Look at that beautiful orange plaid. It's a gingham kind of plaid, gingham, plaid. It's 2 colors, 3 colors. It's just beautiful. Gingham, I can't remember. One or the other. Love it. Okie dokie. So let me have my glasses now. Can we get to stitching finally? Can we do that? We had to do some cutting, you guys. All right, I'm going to roll you over here. And we're going to stitch. Okay, so We're just going to stitch these. Now, not that big of a deal to start at opposite ends unless you feel like it, because 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Did I drop one? What happened? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Oh, I see. I've got, oh, I was like, why are these? They're doubled up. They're sneaking around under there. Okay, here we go. This has fabric G on the outsides, on both ends. So when, yeah, like this, that doesn't make any sense. G, D, G, D, G, D, G. Okay. That's what it wants. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 3. Okay. Read the instructions. It's very, very helpful if y'all read the instructions. Very helpful. And we are pressing to the dark. I'm going to chain piece these one after the other to make life a little simpler. Let me see what you guys are up to. Yeah, thank goodness for the replay when life gets in the way. Yeah, doesn't life always get in the way? Isn't that something? Oh. All right. Uh-oh, my husband got the dogs up. Must be 7:30. It is. Yep. Tomorrow's my mom's birthday. I didn't get a card out in the mail to her, but I will call. See what she's up to. I could send her an e-card. I've got that membership with Blue Mountain. I think that's American Greetings. Maybe I'll do that. She'd like that. She likes to read her email and get those. How's the lighting with that machine? So Melba, this is the Brother PQ 1500. Hi, Kay. Yeah, nice to see you. You got to run, Pam. All right, have a good day, sweetie. I'll see you later. Yeah, you guys come and go all morning long. The lighting is good. I have this is a slim line over this. Once you put a slim line on, nothing else is as good as having one of these. Nothing else. This thing has variable lighting too. I like it. I can touch the, see, watch. See how it dims? I love it. Whoop, I need the next one. What? Oh, that came through again? Okay. I like it on number 2 right there. When I started quilting, I was like, what is the point of a straight stitch machine? I had no idea. And then I got one, and y'all, the difference in quality is crazy. The stitch quality. You have one at each. You have a slim line. Ooh, who's getting tamales? Oh, y'all, I love tamales. At the local watering holes around here. there is a lady who will come in about mid-December, and she hits them all, right? And she comes in with an ice chest with dozens of hot tamales in them. Oh, I love that chicken and jalapeno or the pork and jalapeno. What's the best thread for the luminaire for embroidery? Okay. There is no best thread. Okay. I'm not going to get on that argument at all, but I prefer Isacord, Glide, or Dimes Exquisite. One of those three. They remarkably all look the same with the exception of the color of the spool, almost like they were made in the same factory. It's uncanny. a strong poly thread for embroidery. Yeah. The reason you want, let me get this so you guys can see what I'm doing. The reason you want a poly for embroidery is because of the speed at which the machine moves. Okay. I'm pressing with a Cricut mini press. There's no steam in this. This is a seam roll clapper combo. I like this little one from my ironing station. I have links to it below, and this is a clapper. These come from a guy up in Fort Worth, or down in Fort Worth for most of y'all. Up in Fort Worth for me. I'm south of San Antonio, down I-35 from him. Okay, so just to tell everybody what I'm using. Yeah, so you have to use a strong thread. Sulky is another excellent thread, okay? But I don't care. I've not had much luck with specialty threads with the exception of Dimes Metallic King Star. I was stitching on that using King Star yesterday. I was working on Sweet Peas Witchy Wares, and zero problems. And that was on the multi-needle. So that thing was stitching right along, 1,000 stitches a minute. Doing great. Yeah. But for quilting's another story. Quilting and piecing, I've said before, I prefer I use poly all the time. I rarely use a cotton thread. Yeah, it's too early for a thread war, right? It really is. The thing you guys have to remember, she said, amazing story about the spools. There's only so many manufacturers of the products that we use. And a lot of times, like I said yesterday, somebody was asking me about getting a 15-inch Brother Dream long arm and the Dream frame, and it came with like a Dream Pro tablet and the software on it for robotics. And hi, Katie. And I hope your ankle's getting better. I'd never heard of that software. And so I was like, well, is that any good? You know, who makes that? What is it? Whatever. Because Brother's not a software company. Brother is a printer and a machine company. That's what they do. And so I went and looked at I did some research, and y'all, the pop-up screen for that Brother Pro software is identical to the stuff that I use, the Quilter's Creative Touch. It's identical. So it's made by Grace, marketed to Brother. So there's a whole lot of overlap in our industry if you kind of, dig into it and go, that looks a lot like whatever, right? And so when you do that, then if you're savvy, you can go, well, you know what? I think I could use this product instead of that product based on cost, because odds are the product you're looking at that is a lot more expensive might have been purchased from another company. Like there's a whole lot of Pellon products that are out there that are not manufactured by Pellon. So that's just what I do. Okay. Well, hi, Judy Quilt. Thank you for being here. All right, so now we have got our strip set of G&D fabrics. Got these all put together. And it should measure, and it does. Woohoo! Let's see. Yes, I'm on point. All right. All right. So now I've got to go back. Let me see here. Subcut each strip set into 2 rectangles. What is that? Okay. Okay, we'll do some cutting here in a minute on these. So we're going to now, so I'm going to cut this one and the next one all at the same time. Let me put this over here where I won't lose it. Now I need to cut, I need 2 D's and a G. All right. And here they are. D's to the outside, and we're pressing to the dark, so dark on top. Okay. I didn't realize this sashing was so involved. I should have. Well, here's Frito. Good morning, baby girl. You want to come say hi? There's Frito. There she is. Good morning, sweetheart. Yeah, oh, your little, she doesn't have a tail, but it's wiggling back there, y'all. That's my girl. I took her yesterday to the UPS store. She loves to go for a ride in the car. And I got her the cutest little harness. So the leash end of the harness hooks around the headrest of the passenger seat. And then it, you know, of course, it goes around her and under her belly and everything. And the top of it is all red, white, and blue. And she looks like Wonder Woman. So we go into the UPS store. And she's in there with me quite a bit. And so this time she decided she wanted to go behind the counter. And I know the owner of the UPS store pretty well. He's super, super nice guy. And I said, hey, come back here. And Matt's his name. And he says, what's she doing? I said, well, she wants to go behind the counter. And he goes, I'm not paying the dog. I said, she wanted to help. Yeah, she's fun. She's a lot of fun. She enjoys having that harness on. When she doesn't have her harness on in the car, she feels a little nervous because she can get bounced around quite a bit. But if she's got her harness on, she just kind of plops down. Oh, y'all are so sweet to say hi to Frito. Frito, you're a star. She's laying down on the rug over there, waiting for breakfast at 8 o'clock. All right, y'all. So now we need to, okay, so all of these are going to get cut into those 1-inch strips. This is I need 2 of these. I need 2 on this one. Y'all, I'm taking my pattern with me. Let's go over to the cutting table. I don't want to mess this up. All right. So this one I need to cut. I need to cut 2 off of here. All right. Well, let me clean up the end. Let me get it level. So what I will do a lot of times, so like I'm just over the 1-inch mark here, or the beginning point here and here, and I'll make sure everything is over the edge just a tiny bit. and then clean up that edge. This thing's wobbling all over the place. Yeah. Okay, that's not going to behave. So I'm going to put the majority of the fabric under the ruler. That's going to keep it steadier. And then I'm going to put the ruler back to the 1 inch. So now I got this. This is the reason for mat on a mat. Oh, see, I moved it. Let me get my ruler on the inch line so it's straight. That's why I cut mat on a mat. All right. I need 2. Yep. This thing's dancing around. Y'all, there's a new cutting system out by Sew Tights, and I'm wondering if this wouldn't be better served on that. They have come out with this system. It's got a thin sheet of metal in the mat, and it's heavy. I'm going to show it to you guys on Sunday on the live. It's heavy. All right. So there's our 2 pieces here. And then these guys go this way. And I need 2 pieces off of this. What it does is it's got magnets in the ruler itself, and then it attracts to the metal in the mat. This is annoying. Okay. I'm having a hard time here. Let me make sure that's straight. All right. Gotta do it this way. And then if you're working with really thick fabrics, like if you're making a bag, it's got little boosters that you can attach to the ruler to make it even more magnetic. It's crazy. I've got a coupon code and everything. We will talk about that on Sunday at the live. But that, like, this is so fiddly because of how small this is. I need 1 and I need 2. I need to hold that fabric in place. All right, good. Okay, I think we have all of our pieces. Make 1 long, okie doke. Okay, back to the main camera. Yay. The magic of television. Isn't this cool? Okay. Oh, I left my pattern. Darn it. Here I was feeling all full of myself. All right, so now we need to sew these together. Make 1 long middle border unit and 1 medium border unit. Top and bottom middle borders should measure 13.5. Huh. So these 2 little guys I don't need right now. I don't know. Okay. Okay, so we need 1 of these that's got a dark on the end and a light on the other end. So there's 3 darks on this one and 4 darks on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. These go like this. Let me put these down here. Okay. And then here's the other one, okay? Yeah, let me put this up here and this like this. All right. Y'all, this table runner, my goodness. That's something else, isn't it? think I'd almost be rather making an exploding star. Did I ever think about a Patreon account? Just curious. I have thought about that. I don't know how those work. I don't know. My son and I talk about that. He watches guys who are woodworkers, and we've talked about that. But I'm not sure if the Patreon account. Oh yeah, so you saw a video on that new system. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Hold on to your wallet. It's really a good system. If you have dexterity issues, you might have tremors or you shake or something, and you need extra help holding that fabric down. Yeah. It is fiddly, free spirit. I know. All things in life worth having are fiddly, aren't they? Okay. So now we've got these 2 units. These are probably the ends, right? They should measure 13 and a half. Money. Good. I'm happy. All right. These are good. I'm going to put them over here on my project board. You guys remember where they are for me, okay? Now, I need to sew 12 medium border middle units and a short one. So let me count out 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and a short. All right. I guess it doesn't matter where that short one goes. But here we go. We're just going to sew all of these together. Now, y'all chain piece these, okay? Don't try to end them. It'll all work out in the end, even with you chain piecing. So just grab 2 that are opposite colors and go to town on them. You know, there are some things that you get and you're like, you know, that's kind of frivolous. But I'll tell you, those sew tights on the long arm, love. Very, very happy with those to load a quilt. Definitely. Very easy. If you're a long armor, they are worth the investment. My hands don't take to the red snappers anymore. They were hard to put on, hard to put up, take off. Mostly to put on. But the sew tights, to me, I was like, oh yeah. Isn't every hobby an investment? Seems like. You use a weight to hold your ruler steady. Yeah, that's true. It's all about the money. Our quilters are going broke. Yeah. I know it, you guys. It's crazy. We are going broke. Okay. Now these things, when you stitch them on, I will be pinning. I'm going to lay the whole. I'm not going to start at one end and cross my fingers and hope they reach the end, okay? Because there's too many seams in here. So I'm going to lay the entire runner out flat and then pin this whole thing together. And I'm going to pin it end to end, then the center, and then work my way in just like I would putting a sleeve into an arm's eye, or putting the binding on a collar, something like that. Anything that's round, anything that's shifty, I'm going to go ahead and pin that and make sure and then that it's going to fit. because you don't want to be stitching along without pinning end to end, and then all of a sudden you get to the end and you're 3 inches short. Don't think it won't happen, because it can, because the feed dog's going to pull that in. You can't take your money with you. That's right, Mary. You're absolutely right. You know what? The kids can have the house. That's my philosophy. My husband and I are going through the process of setting up a trust right now. Ha, talk about hold on to your wallet. Whoa, that's something else. Yeah. So, once we got the spreadsheet yesterday from the attorney, and I'm looking at all this, that is the most annoying thing. What's the account number on your life insurance policies? What's the account number on this? How much is that? What's in that account? What's in this account? What's that for? Blah, blah, blah. And my CPA's bother me for the same thing on the same day. And I'm like, ugh. And Mr. Man is all, I'll let my administrative assistant handle that. Yeah, listen, if there's money in your account and you need to go in a home, the home's going to take it, whether they need it or not. So you might as well buy a new sewing machine while you're here, right? That's how I think. That's how I think, you guys. That's it. I know some of you are on a fixed income. And sometimes I wonder if that isn't the better. But yeah, the problems we deal with. But like I said, kids can have the house. Friend of ours, they have a wedding this coming Saturday. And the husband and I were talking the other day, and it's their son that's getting married. And the bride does not have a job. And these people have worked their entire lives to build what they have. And they're fairly well off. And they were complaining about the son's choice of spouse. And he's a third son. And they're like, she doesn't have any ambition. She doesn't know what it means to work, blah, 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 blah. And I said, well, she has kids. That's work. No. You know what I mean. She's not like you and me. She needs to have them. But you went in the Air Force at 19. You worked your whole life. Blah, blah, blah. I said, hey, she's marrying money. That's a job. He did not like that answer. I'm like, well, is what it is. All righty. So I've got these all together. Look at that. We have a nice little pieced border. How about this? We're getting there, you guys. Getting there. Yeah. I know that's crass, you guys. I'm sorry. But it's life, right? It's life. All right. So one more pieced border. And then we will be ready to start putting border strips on. Get things going. Yeah, congratulations to the married couple. Oh, that's funny. Jean thinks the same way. Can't take it with you. That's right. And my father-in-law, they had a trust, and I'm really glad that they did, because when he went into hospice, they wanted the house, which would have that would have unhomed his wife at the time because of the state laws at the time. She was elderly as well. But you've got to have it in there that who gets the house. You've got to have all that straightened out. I was so surprised. My husband and I did wills when we were newly married 22 years ago, and things have changed a lot since then. But here in Texas, the attorney said, every attorney we talked to said, Keith is another Adam. Adam from the Bible just passed it on to the woman. Yes, he does. Hey, he has his uses. Don't think that. Y'all, my mother was a bra burning feminist. Do not, I've got a man who respects me for sure. But yeah, we found out all the will is a open door to anybody in the world who wants to contest it. It's going to land in probate in Texas. It's going to land in probate, and the attorneys are going to get most of it. So while the trust is expensive to start, that will ensure that the people you want to get whatever will get it. And we have a blended family. So that was another reason that we did that. We've got a blended family. And so when he and I are both gone, we're making the local credit union will be the third-party corporate trustee so that the kids don't have to fight with each other. They say they won't today, but you know how that goes. Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Respect. You'll have to watch you're in New Orleans and heading back to Virginia soon. Oh, have a good trip, Betsy. Be safe. You driving or flying? Okay. These are just things I deal with in my day-to-day life, you guys. Yep. If it's contested, everybody gets $1. That's in the will, but in Texas, that doesn't matter. That doesn't fly in our state. And it is totally state to state dependent, I found out. Wherever it's at. Of course, the kids don't know that. That's the thing. You kind of pulling the wool over their eyes a little bit. It's life. And then my CPA. Oh, my word. She's fabulous. Absolutely wonderful. She's great. She's down in Karnes City, little town south of here. We started with them because they're experts in farm and ranch, and we used to have a cattle ranch. And we got out of the cattle business back in 2018, thank goodness, because the cost. Ooh. Anyway, so we got out of that. And we just stuck with her, even though they specialize in farm and ranch. So they're really good. Okay. I think we've got it. All right, you guys. Here we go. So we've been on for just over an hour. Now, today was just so, I got to add this little piece on right here. We will go ahead. Okay. Yeah, you can talk about nightmares with your mom's estate. I'm telling you, you guys. It is worth it to get everything set up ahead of time. We are of an age, aren't we? And we need to be responsible. Otherwise, the state and the lawyers are getting all of it, or the lion's share. So, okay. Yeah. So, Bevy Jean, yeah, thanks for chiming in on that. Yeah, they did a trust a couple. It is a pain. It is a major pain. But it's one of those things where you've got to keep it, you need to be on the ball with it. So, okay, you guys. So tomorrow, when we get off here today, I am going to pin this to and start getting the border strips pinned correctly to the length. Again, because it's a very, very long piece, I'm not going to cross my fingers and hope that it reaches evenly if I just begin to sew it end to end. So the quilt, the table runner piece top right here, the middle of it is all done, and it is the correct length. And so I'm going to take today and get those pieces pinned together. All right. And so tomorrow we're going to continue to work on, Monday. It is Friday. So Monday we're going to work on getting those border sides put on together. and get this thing, hopefully maybe get it finished. Good. All right, you guys. So have a fabulous weekend. Catch me Sunday, 4 p.m. Central for a live. We're going to talk about all the goodies that I've picked up and things that have come in the mail, and just really hang out together and have a good time. I'll show you new products on the market. We got a Sew Sampler box for August that I can show you guys. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe if you're traveling. And I will talk to you soon. You guys go sew something. Bye.